medical therapy directly and selecting the therapy. So what are your goal for selecting the therapy? The first thing whatsoever we have discussed right now is to achieve the target therapy and try to achieve the target intraocular pressure with a monotherapy, and try to maintain the flattened curve of the intraocular pressure. Obtain a good patient compliance and adherence by meeting their goals and expectations. That is very important. Every time you have to talk to the patient in detail about the disease, about the compliance of the medicine, and about the side effect of the medicine. Then only you can expect that the patient would adhere to your treatment. Your medicine should be best tolerable and should have the least side effect. And how would you decide, or how would you select the therapy? That we have already discussed earlier, that on target pressure, when we were discussing about the target pressure, that what is our initial damaging IOP. When a virgin patient without therapy patient has presented to you, what was his intraocular pressure and what was the extent of the damage the patient has had. So that is again comes to the same thing, that what target pressure you have decided. Now you have to achieve the target pressure with the medical therapy. And you have to always keep in mind that what systemic conditions your patient does have, because there are lots of medicine, the topical medicine, which does have bearing on this systemic condition. So what are the, see, once you have decided to treat the patient, you always consider of treating the patient with a monotherapy. The reason is that with the monotherapy, you can always achieve the best compliance with the patient, because patient has to just put one single bottle, maybe once or twice a day. That is all. And other potential benefits of the therapy is you may reduce the cost and you may reduce the cumulative exposure to the BAK. All these we should discuss subsequently. But what I am trying to emphasize over here, when you are trying to select that a drug for your patient, you should always consider a drug. By only one drug, you can control the intraocular of this particular patient. And that is what we have discussed, that IOP at the presentation, the stage of primary open-angle glaucoma, or the other form of glaucoma, the target intraocular pressure, the fluctuation always you should keep in mind, and the 24 hours IOP control is always should be there in our mind, because IOP has a circadian rhythm. Again, we are going to discuss this in subsequent slides, that it has a circadian rhythm, and it is not that we have to control the intraocular pressure only during office hours. No, we have to control because it's a 24 hours disease. And remember one thing here, that almost 8 hours a day we sleep. So 1/3 of our lifetime we spend during sleep. So we have to control the intraocular pressure 24 hours. Okay. And you should consider a bit about the perfusion dynamics as well, because it makes a sense that if your patient is progressing in spite of controlling the intraocular pressure, then probably there might be some problem related to the perfusion dynamics of the patient. So that again we will be discussing in